Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Current Issues Show on True Chat, broadcasting from Cincinnati, Ohio, in Studio 2A. I'm Justin Weller.
I'm Camden Pierce.
And I'm Scott Wood.
As always, thank you very much for tuning in on this Tuesday, July 12th, 2016. We have an important story for you that I think is not, again, we try to do on our Tuesdays and Thursdays, not necessarily time imperative information, but more things that are timeless or that are just relevant to what's going on right now. And that's why I wanted to discuss what is going to happen today, what is expected to happen today, which is a number of things surrounding none other than Camden's favorite individual, Mrs. Hillary Clinton, Secretary Hillary Clinton, presumptive presidential nominee Hillary Clinton
of the Democratic Party.
There you go.
So all the titles, and for those of you that don't know, that's a complete joke. Camden does not like Hillary Clinton.
Oh.
Why, he does not know, but he does not like her.
Well, that's absolutely not true.
She is a habitual liar.
That is absolutely true.
Right. With little evidence to back that up, but nonetheless, that is part of,
not true.
Part of what we are talking about today, which is Hillary Clinton has publicly admitted at a rally, in fact, that she is aware that the public does not trust her and that she takes partial responsibility for that. And now the reason that she did say partial is I think it is fair to accredit some of these challenges that she has had from the GOP, basically making a bigger deal of this than in some cases it might actually be, or just calling her a liar when she hasn't actually lied. But she is addressing that people don't trust her and that she knows that, and that she in part blames herself for not coming off that way, and that she's working on being more personable and trying to come off by sharing more of her true personal beliefs and less of her PC statements, less of her politically correct statements. Not that she doesn't want to be politically correct, but less canned statements, less carefully worded statements, just more speaking from the heart and trying to be more genuine. So she is working to address it. We're going to discuss that. We're going to address the bigger issue that will probably bring a tear to Camden's eye. But Bernie Sanders is expected tomorrow to officially endorse Hillary Clinton for President of the United States. He is traveling to the exact same campaign location that she is for tomorrow in New Hampshire, and he is expected to show up at her rally and officially endorse her as who he wants to be the next president of the United States. He's been hinting at it for a while now. He's been hinting at this is the way to go. We must do everything possible to stop Donald Trump. And I think that this is probably the right move by him. He's held out quite a long time here, and a lot of people have commended him for that. But I do think the Democrats are saying, look, it's time. It can't be done now. It is time to get on board.
Told you.
And there have definitely been a lot of backdoor dealings, because this, I think, one of the headlines is not a coincidence that Hillary Clinton has announced a Bernie Sanders tuition plan. It has very minor tweaks, but it is essentially that if your family makes less than $125,000 a year, then public schools would be free to you. So this announcement, in no way, I think, is a coincidence to Bernie Sanders showing up in New Hampshire tomorrow to rally with Clinton. There has clearly been a deal made, and this should hopefully ease some of Camden's pains here, that Bernie obviously did some hardline negotiating, saying, I can make this drop down, drag out fight here if you want to. I'll fight till the last breath. I'll take it to the convention. I'll be a pain, and I'll hold off my endorsement in order to get my ideas across. But obviously there has been some ground given here, some major ground. And I'm sure that's in an effort to bring Bernie Sanders supporters onto her side. I mean, that's probably one of Bernie Sanders' biggest things right there. So I don't think that it's at all a coincidence. And that is expected to happen tomorrow. That was reported by the New York Times from anonymous sources who are Democrats close to Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. And of course the fact that their official travel plans have them going to the almost exact same location in New Hampshire tomorrow would also indicate that it's pretty likely they're going to be together tomorrow at something in New Hampshire. So we will look, and when I say tomorrow, I mean today, because that's probably when you're watching this. So we will look at reactions to that on Wednesday. We're also going to do on Wednesday, assuming that Bernie Sanders does officially announce that he's endorsing Hillary Clinton, we are going to do a tribute to Bernie Sanders and discuss a little bit of the phenomenal milestones that he has actually accomplished, because a lot of people don't realize, but there was an excellent Times article right there where it says Sanders is expected to endorse Clinton in front of Scott, highlighting a lot of, and there's a whole full page spread in the Times highlighting a lot of what Bernie Sanders has done.
There you go.
Didn't mean to cut up your face.
Right. That's okay.
It is real.
It's
And
probably
it's got a
worth
cool
covering.
doodle on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but not my doodles. Those are
that's
Justin
your
T.
doodle.
Weller doodles.
That's
Wow.
right. Those are mine. Well, that's an asterisk, but that's
That's still doodle.
yeah. It's kind of
with also a
arrow.
an arrow.
True
Well,
this.
because see, it was to make sure that when you turned to this one, you saw this, and then it went up there. Fill in that O.
Do it.
This is a Scott Wood.
So I want to ask you guys, because we're not going to take too long for this episode, what do you think? Is this again a positive step in the right direction here for Hillary Clinton? The fact that she has adopted one of Bernie Sanders' biggest pieces of legislation, the fact that Bernie Sanders is expected to endorse her tomorrow. In light of everything that's going on, isn't this something that will ultimately help advance her even more in her campaign for presidency? And we are going to start with, since on the last show yesterday we started with Cam, we're going to start with Scott today.
Well, I don't like the deal making. I think if he wanted to go fight on, fight on. I don't like the fact that she is acquiescing and taking on particularly that tuition bill, because as we've discussed before, guys, it's going to cost somebody something.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not free. There's no such thing in the world as free. So somebody's going to be paying more in taxes. Somebody's going to take a pay cut. Obviously, class sizes are going to get bigger. Something's going to take place, or a combination of all of that, for people to get to attend public universities for free. So it's not free college, and it doesn't really solve the problems. It doesn't solve the inequities. It's something that sounds good to get elected. So of all the things that she could have picked, I mean, and I wouldn't have picked the trade agreements either, because I don't agree with Bernie Sanders on trade. But I don't know, that seems like an awful big piece to take on just for his endorsement when you knew you were going to get elected anyway. And I don't know very many Bernie supporters who are going to vote for Donald Trump.
So maybe it wasn't that deal. I mean, that might sound far-fetched, but maybe
you're asking me. I don't think it was a good deal for her. I don't think it was a good move.
I'm saying maybe it wasn't a deal at all. I'm saying that maybe Hillary Clinton had this as an agenda item way back before any of this was a big discussion piece.
But then Bernie made it
and then Bernie made it his campaign piece, and she decided, I'll hold on to this, because when I get the nomination, because I'm sure, they had all the numbers ahead of time saying that there's a very slim chance that he'll get it, or if I have to pull it out because I'm losing, I can do that too. I'll hold on to it. Then, right before Bernie's going to endorse, she makes this announcement, warms Bernie Sanders supporters up to the idea of, well, Hillary Clinton's going to do it. Maybe we could vote for her, and then Bernie comes out and says, hey, go vote for it, and now they're like, hey, yeah, we can do it, So maybe this wasn't a deal, and maybe there wasn't political underdealings, but you go ahead, Cam, tell us.
Snooze, you lose, dude.
What are your thoughts on this?
Snooze, you lose. If she snoozed on it, that's too bad.
There you go.
It's working for her now.
We'll see.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Are we done now?
I think you're sitting low.
I might be sitting a little low. I'm
A
sorry.
little taller.
I know. A little taller.
I think your seat is inch or so lower.
I believe
you need to raise it up here.
I believe
Ready?
it is. Oh boy.
Ready?
All right. Here we go. Yep. I'm ready.
Well.
Oh no.
You gotta lift up.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh no.
Wait.
Let go of it. There you go.
Oh,
everyone.
now you're
How
taller.
are you? Wow, now I'm taller. Now it is. Now Scott's the shortest one in the room. How's it feel? Like the whole life.
Doesn't change who's right.
Well, all right then. Wow,
You know who the tallest man in the room?
aggressive stance.
You know who the
All right.
tallest
me
man
and
in the room
Napoleon.
was? George Washington.
right.
That's why he became the first president.
That's right.
Tallest man in the room?
Well, the tallest person typically wins. So who's taller, Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton?
Probably Donald.
Another vote for Donald Trump.
There it is.
The tallest of the candidates usually wins the election.
How often are they going to stand
It's
next to
like-
each
it's
other?
like-
though?
Abraham
90% of the
Lincoln
time.
was just like OP then. He literally had the biggest advantage.
My chair doesn't
He was
change.
taller than Stephen Douglas.
Huh. Well, I will be dipped. But anyway,
Who's the shortest president ever?
Taft.
Scott Wood.
Not Taft.
Scott Wood.
I'm taller than the shortest president ever.
Really?
Yep. Shortest president ever was James Madison, 5'4".
Wow, that's short.
That is pretty short.
James Madison, man.
I got him by 3 inches.
Didn't need his
post him
Wheaties.
up.
Where-
You post him up, baby.
Which, what number president was he?
James Madison. Let's see, you got Washington. Is it 5? Is it 5?
John
Camden's
Adams.
going with 5.
5.
It's 5.
It's
You're
5.
right.
Who was
Look
our
at
fourth
me.
president?
Huh?
Is that
Who was
plus
our
2?
third and fourth president?
Third and fourth president? Jefferson was 3.
And John Quincy Adams was 4.
Oh, that's
Nope.
right. No?
Nope.
You're wrong.
I'm
When was-
wrong.
When was
Wait.
John Quincy Adams? Who was
You got Washington, then you got Adams,
Okay.
and then you got Jefferson.
Speak up.
After
people can't hear you.
Jefferson was Madison.
So I was wrong the entire
Yeah,
time. And then John
Madison-
Quincy Adams is 5. So I proved myself wrong by trying to get 4 right.
No.
Oh my God, can I
No,
talk about
You're still not wrong. You're still not
Well, then
wrong.
where's John Quincy Adams at?
He's 6.
Then
Oh,
who's
he's
5?
after.
The dude who lives down the road from Thomas Jefferson. I am drawing a total blank.
Aaron Burr. Just kidding.
I don't know. You guys keep talking. It's Madison.
Well, you think about that when history teacher.
1816 to 1824. He gave
Calling
the
out.
speech in 1820.
Andrew Hamilton.
Hemispheres. Hamilton was already dead. He was
Oh.
shot.
Pardon me.
Good thing you're not the history teacher.
Nah, I'm screaming
We
out
better
names
edit
at
this because
point.
I can't even. I can't even.
All
do
I
right,
think
it.
this
you
is
think?
great.
Let me talk, please. Can I
The
talk?
name of his
Can I
house
talk?
is
Can I
Ash.
talk?
Is
Can I
Ash
talk?
Lawn.
Can I? Ash
The name
Lawn.
of his presidential home is Ash
You're
Lawn.
probably making people mad. 'cause
He
you can't
got he got the house. He got the land from Jefferson. Jefferson donated the land. I've been there.
Who was the first president in the White House? Oh boy, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know.
we're
I'm worried about the number 5 guy because Camden was.
Who had
All
the
right,
White
so
House
anyway.
bill?
All right, so anyway, I've been a strong supporter of Bernie Sanders sticking this bad boy out to the convention. I'll stay that way. I think Bernie ought to stick it out to the convention unless he really got Hillary Clinton to agree to everything that she says she agreed to. He wins. Bernie wins. He's literally like co-president. If the things that
Co-president.
if the things that he ran
With no
on,
real power.
No, not at all. But if Hillary Clinton truly believes what he believes that Hillary Clinton is being trustworthy, which I mean, let's be honest, people, is a little bit shaky. She even mentioned it herself. Maybe he just got freaking red weddinged or something like that. They went and they met, and he's like, "Yeah, I won. Look at me, I'm the best." And now she's not going to do any of that crap when she gets into office, especially when she has a. Are you writing out president names?
In the years.
This is going well.
How many years did Washington serve?
Oh my Lord! Stop.
2 terms.
He served 2
2
terms.
terms.
He was the one that created the 2
Part of
term
the
system.
Virginia dynasty.
Okay. Anyway,
Because they were the biggest colony, the most powerful.
They were the
Anyway, go
biggest
ahead.
and most powerful.
Virginia pride.
Lots of tobacco there.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Power.
They did that a lot.
Yep.
That tobacco. Bernie Sanders, stick it out, man. It ain't worth it. Hillary's probably lying to you. Stick it out to the convention. Fight to the end.
If
Hillary ain't
she's
worth it.
lying, she'll be crucified now if she's lying.
Yeah.
She publicly stated that this is her plan.
All right. She can publicly state whatever she wants.
Yeah, and you don't think that would completely destroy her campaign if she comes out in 3 weeks? It's like, that tuition plan I proposed, we're just, we're scrapping it.
No,
I don't know why, but we're doing it.
No, because you know
Because I
what?
wanted to trick Bernie Sanders supporters.
Yeah, probably. And no, I don't. I think she has every reason to not care what anyone else thinks because her supporters don't even care that she lied to the American people about the emails thing. They don't care. They literally do not care. They don't care at all. And that's what worries me about people who support Hillary Clinton. And I mean, not you, because you are someone who, thinks politically about things, but there are some Hillary supporters who are just like, yep, she lied, but we don't care. This doesn't.
Right. Just like there are some Donald Trump supporters that are like, he's a racist, I'm not, and I don't care.
But that's wrong. Both ways it's wrong. It's wrong for people to not care when
I
political
agree.
figures do something
Right.
that is not correct or not becoming of a political figure that's going to run the stinking country. I mean, this has to matter. It may not matter enough for you to go out and vote for Donald Trump, and I don't blame you, but it has to matter.
James Monroe, the Monroe Doctrine.
JC criminy. You listen to anything I just said?
What?
Exactly. That's what I thought.
Wait, let's get back to. So the media is the most
He was
powerful.
the fourth of the first five from the Virginia part of the Virginia dynasty.
Everybody forgot about that a few
The
minutes.
era of good feelings.
Okay.
We only had one. No, because you guys are talking about political parties. It was at a time when we only had one political party.
Okay.
Okay.
The anti-federalist party died out.
Okay, so
The Federalist Party
before we
died
get into the
out,
history
and the
lesson,
Democratic Republicans
I think
took over.
You know what we need to do to make money at True Chat? We just need to set up a history class that's just an online video class with Scott Wood. You would have
I've already wanted to do that,
You'd have-
but I
you'd have no
just blew it.
students.
I couldn't even come up with the fifth president. There's
Now no one's going to pay for
There's
your
1,000
history
students out there from Urbana that are just screaming at me. You know,
Mr. Jackson,
how can you not know that? Yeah, well, because for the last 27 years we taught only history from the Civil War on, but still, James Monroe,
Because all that matters is the Civil War
the
after.
Monroe Doctrine. Yeah, no, that was the state of Ohio.
Oh, okay.
That was your buddy Kasich.
If it's been 27 years,
Oh, was
it's
it?
not his buddy Kasich.
Yeah.
Hey, we
It
live
was-
in the median time. It was Kasich's fault. Don't have to tell the truth. Just have an opinion.
That's
Yeah.
right. Just because he wasn't in office, it's completely.
He was in office in Washington.
27 years ago? Really?
Remember the
Yeah.
House of Representatives.
27 years ago? All right. Fair enough.
I told you guys he was.
You didn't tell me. I
when he
did.
was in the race. Well, yeah, I know you got it. History buff, man. History buff.
Smack it.
Pack it down. Now you smack the next thing. Hit the light.
I'm a nonviolent person.
A non-violent person. There it is. Look at him. It's a conscientious,
Give me
it's
a
a
break.
conscientious objector right there.
Yeah. New York abstains
Who was
courteously.
that in World War One?
Conscientious objector.
I got you.
Schweden.
Alvin York from Tennessee,
Oh.
the famous conscientious objector in American history.
Oh. so not
Countries.
Schweden.
Makes you proud that we were your students. Huh?
Yes, it does. Yes.
But you didn't teach this stuff, so.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I did teach Alvin York.
World War. Oh, you did?
That's why I came up with that.
Yeah.
I didn't teach James Monroe, but I did know the name of his house was his Ashlon.
I think the best American history is American Revolution. Don't you? How the country was founded.
It's pretty rad.
I didn't know it was lost. It.
What? Lost it?
Yeah, he said when the country was founded. I didn't know it was lost. It.
Okay. Oh,
That was one of your worst ones.
that minus 3.
That's a -3.
minus 3. Because lost it isn't a word.
Well, Christopher Columbus didn't find America. He didn't discover America. They weren't lost.
I know we founded.
See, that's a good one.
Okay, I was
Already-
referring founded to the country America, not founded America as a continent. That's what I'm talking about.
They just didn't name it that.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to close out. We will see you on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, for
good
the Current
doodle.
Issue Show on True Chat Broadcasting from Cincinnati, Ohio, in Studio 2A on July 12th, 2016. I'm Justin Weller.
I'm Camden Pierce.
And I'm Scott Wood.
As always, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Current Issue Show. Be the change.